Welcome everybody to the next part in the Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut Let's Play. Last time we had gone to a hostage situation and failed to rescue the hostages. I don't know. I went one way when I should have gone another way. So we ended up here. We let this lady go as a hostage, and I'm pretty sure, like, these people here killed her so they could kill him. I was going to head back in, so I just want to take a quick look back in, see what's available. Excuse me. Acolytes. Acolytos. Here's enter hacked code. Opens the manager's computer in admin building. This computer, maybe? Nope. Let's try hacking it. See. Security rating level 1, so it shouldn't be so bad. 45 detection 60%. 60%. It's fortified. Not that I need to, that was pretty quick. Grounded, unlock device. Josie, as you know, we're in dire straits here. We need to fulfill several large orders for the alphabet agencies, the Typhoon being just the first of them. We depend on these contracts for a significant portion of our revenue. Excuse me. Meaning that successful on-time production and delivery of these orders is absolutely necessary to maintain our bottom line. It is extremely important we make the necessary preparations to ramp up production in the plant. I'm going to need a detailed overview of this month's production schedule by the end of the day tomorrow. Sorry about the last-minute request, but I'm confident you know the drill. I have faith that if we knuckle down and pull together, we'll knock this one out of the park. David. Urgent response needed. President CEO, dear sir, confidential business proposal. Having consulted with my colleagues and based on the information gathered from the Nigerian Chambers of Commerce and Industry, I have the privilege to request for your assistance to transfer the sum of 47.5 million. 47,500,000 credits into your accounts. Cool. I'm gonna say no. Alright, what else we got? Where else can we go? Artificial muscles. The earliest iterations of artificial muscular technologies were a crude patchwork of pistons, pneumatics, and electric motors, but those systems have been surpassed by the creation of synthetic proxies that mimic the actual form and function of human muscle tissue, known as EAP, the electroactive polymers. These artificial muscles are capable of linear movement of a type and scale ideally suited for cybernetic prosthetic limbs. The muscles of our bodies alter shape and form when electromagnetic nerve signals flow through them, and EAPs operate the same way. When an electric charge passes across the polymer structure, it changes shape. The technologies we are developing at Darrow Industries focus on creating what we call a fully plastic actuator mechanism. In basic terms, we have a three-part structure, a sandwich of gel layers made up of a mixture of dispersed single-walled carbon nanotubes situated on either side of an ionic fluid pyroelectrolyte core known as a Bucky gel structure, in reference to the carbon fullerene nanotubes. This design's simple arrangement of soft electrodes and electrolyte layers is capable of operating at very low voltages. Cool. Yes, very good. Please excuse the sniffing and such. I developed a tickle in my nose today, and it's just been going at me all day. It's not been fun.
Nice job securing the plant. I wouldn't have thought a security guard could handle this. Not even an augmented one.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm not your typical security guard, am I? Yeah, I don't think, unless there's like a event around here that brought me to them, I don't think this was the way to get to them. Yes, I don't know why it seems a bit jerky. Nah. Fuck it, let's go. Let's get out of here. Move on. They're dead. Can't do anything about them. Alright, let's go.
Ready to leave now, Jensen?
Yeah, get me out of here, Malik.
Your wish is my command. Climb in.
So I don't recall really at all where this is going. Can't remember.
New orders just in, Jensen. The boss wants Pritchard to examine the Typhoon ASAP.
Copy that. Thanks for the lift.
No problem. Hey, and Jensen, I just wanted to say, new look suits you. Like, you haven't missed a beat at all.
Thanks.
So, how's it feel, being augmented?
Excuse me?
Don't take it the wrong way. I mean, I've got a few neuro enhancements myself. Discreet ones to help me fly better. But I chose to get them implanted. You didn't. Now that you had a chance to try them out, what do you think?
I'm not gonna lie, it didn't come in handy back there.
But like you said, I didn't choose to get augmented.
So it'll take some getting used to. I get it. But don't be surprised if the boss keeps pushing you to get more.
Why? What do you mean?
You know how he is. He thinks augmentations are the be-all, end-all of everything. And he can't understand why someone wouldn't want to become more than human.
Megan used to say the same thing.
I'm not surprised. The research she was doing was pretty damn inspired. Might have convinced a lot more people to give what we make here a try.
If that bastard hadn't killed her.
Listen, Jensen. Yeah. I know you want to find the men who attacked us, and so do I. If I can help in any way, all you gotta do is ask.
Just ask.
Actually, there is something. I want to know about the first attack.
Fine. Ask away.
Let's get your account.
You were there that night. What do you remember about it?
That it was chaos. First, everybody figured there'd been some kind of accident, but Pritchard couldn't get a good visual and communications were haywire. Then we heard the explosions. By the time anyone knew what had hit us...
They were gone.
Whoever they were good, Jensen. Special training good.
Did anyone else see them? The men who attacked?
Not well enough to get a description. Pritchard got some fuzzy images off one of the Intellicams, but his tapes were all confiscated by Homeland Security.
Homeland? I heard Homicide passed it over to Special Investigations. Detroit Special Investigations.
They did, for the first month. After that, all I really know is the case is still pending, and Mr. Seraph is not pleased.
Who would be? Okay, motive.
I've been thinking about why they attacked. What they were really after.
Isn't it obvious? They didn't want us going to Washington.
No, that was just timing. Hearings can be rescheduled. Somebody else can present Megan's findings.
I don't think so, Jensen. They took out her whole team. Declan Faraday, Vasily Savchenko, Nia Colvin, even Eric Koss. The labs their bodies were found in.
Were burned to a crisp. I know.
The only reason you weren't caught in the fire was because that retaining wall came down. Saved your life, believe it or not.
So the whole attack was just to destroy Megan's research.
Sure looks that way. Mr. Seraph is hoping to reconstruct it, but it may take months. If he can keep us solvent that long.
I'm gonna
Financial
find
troubles, as we saw
one way
from
or
that email.
another.
I believe you. And just so you know, when you do, I've got your back.
I appreciate that, Malik, but right now...
You've got to get the Typhoon into the tech lab, right? See you later, then. Oh, and Jensen, the boss wants a face-to-face debrief in his office once it's secure.
Roger that. Good night, Malik.
Okay. Wait. Yeah, I think that jump, that lag, is likely to continue to happen, unfortunately. I wasn't able to find anything in my searches to stabilize it. But
I think it's disgusting how public opinion has turned on David so quickly. Like it's
we can
his
deal
fault
with it.
these lunatics keep attacking us.
People seem to think we're hiding something.
Only because Eliza Kazan keeps spinning it that way. Seriously, it used to be that when David talked, all of Detroit listened. What happened?
What happened is that David made too many promises he couldn't keep. 20 years ago, SWAT was on his last leg. Sarah finished what he promised to do.
I don't buy for a second he was with Purity first. I think someone slipped him into Sanders' group to manipulate those thugs.
Yeah, but who? Who would know we were developing the Typhoon?
Same people who attacked us last time, Roy. I mean, come on. We were testing it when they broke in.
All right, I'll give you that. So what? Make a foreign government?
Alright, buddy, here you go.
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way.
Hmm. Hmm. Blade of Shintaro. Cool. Final Fantasy 27. Nice. Hadn't noticed that one before. GPUs? No. Too small. Kind of. Maybe. Okay, let's go. Do.
What do you think they talk about?
David and you, Darrow? Hell if I know. What did Bill Gates and Steve Jobs talk about?
I bet he's trying to convince him to come out of hiding and make a statement that will counteract the attack.
Darrow's not hiding. He's been holding my breath waiting for Detroit Pete to
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him at Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Can't hurt to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
He asked me to deal with the situation. That's what I did. I'm hoping it'll pay off later. Sanders won't rest until he learns who set him up. Sanders isn't the mastermind behind this. Gamble.
I'm hoping it'll pay off for us later. Sanders was furious when he found out his hacker was augmented. He's not gonna rest till he finds out who set him up.
Oh, and you're naive enough to think he'll share the information when he gets it. I thought you were ready for this, Adam.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, because so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. Scald or placate. Placate.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
Debate or just go for it? Let's just go for it. Anti-Aug Taggart coming to Mullins Convention Center. Fully augmented Nigerian pop singer swept the Planet Music Award tonight in Los Angeles, winning in 6 categories. Her latest album, Yoruba, about her struggles with discrimination, poverty, and more recently, augmentation, has captured the hearts of fans worldwide. Afterward, Akam spoke about the difficulties of living with enhancements. As a woman of color, living with augmentations is a challenge. You become a stranger in every culture. and neuropazine is so expensive. Thank God I am blessed with enough to be able to afford it. It is a struggle, but it has enabled me to continue doing what I love, performing. Critically injured during a terrorist attack in Lagos, 2025. Ackham appeared at the PMAs for the first time in 2 years. Anti-aug taggart, perhaps surprising in a city that has historically supported augmentation. Humanity Front founder Bill Taggart's upcoming appearance at the Mullins Convention Centre is nearly sold out. The development may reflect the growing wave of support for anti-enhancement groups across the nation. Yeah. Not usable. Okay. That's not going to be usable. What's this door? Bathroom. Does it have a vent we can use? No. Alrighty. Actually, let's have a quick...
Adam, were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means anymore. The phone's been ringing off the hook ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarah was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Oh, he's all sincere this time, denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him? If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have died on that operating table. The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
Yeah, human biology can be pretty scary.
Tell that to all the war ants whose lives have been improved because of it. But if Taggart has his way, if he can sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand. Mark my words. That man is trouble.
Yep. Sounds like he is. Let's get to my office.
What am I doing here? This is nuts. Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropazine from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
Oh. Alrighty. About
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You need a Casey aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
Okay.
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropazine in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
Neuropazine? What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
Neuropazine.
Okay.
What could
Repeat. No.
you guys want with an anti-rejection drug
Skip.
for augmentation patients?
Can't skip. Okay.
Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
Excuse me. Quest details.
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you. Jeez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
Let's give it a shot.
All right. Tell me more.
Really? Wow. Thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
Yeah. Okay, you can leave now. Restricted, non-connected. Do. We've got a few new things. Sandra Reed. Megan, honey, why aren't you picking up your phone? I've tried you at your house and at your office. I've probably left a million messages with that receptionist there. Cindy, is it? I'm really starting to get worried, hon. At least when you and Adam were together, I knew he'd make sure you ate. We'd read that one already. That one too. And we read that one as well. So this one maybe is new. You're going for 3 days, so it shouldn't be a problem. Just drop the keys off before you leave. I think I read that one as well. Jensen, didn't know if you were coming back, so I deleted your entire network account. I only received the order to set up a new one a few minutes ago, so if you don't like the password I've picked, live with it. Pritchard, P.S. The password should also work on your home computer. Pritchard, such an ass. Such an ass. Drake. Adam, I really don't mean to bug you on this, but I think I've got another suspect in those neuropazine thefts. I caught Denzel Mitchell going over my stack of VersaLife purchase orders. He said he needed to verify the legal address for a contract David wanted him to look over, but he'd have that address on a dozen correspondences already. For a lawyer, you think he'd be able to come up with a better defense. His door code is 1364, by the way. Previously... Welcome back, Adam. First of all, it really is good to have you back. Things just haven't been the same since the attack, and we're hoping your return will restore some sense of equilibrium. That and David really missed you. I know your top priority right now is going to be with him, but if you have a moment, there's something I'd like you to check into as well. Someone's been stealing neuropazine. I first noticed it about 3 months ago. We seem to be reordering cases of VersaLife far more often than usual. I had Frank run through the lab security tapes, and that's when he realized someone had tampered with them. Usually on nights when Will Rossellini was in charge. Frank wanted to search Will's office immediately and even gave me access. gave me the access code, 3716, but I told him to wait. Last thing we need is start falsely accusing people. When you get a chance, can you speak to Will? He's working in Office 23. Okay. And this guy is Tim Carella. So neither of the two mentioned names. 23 downstairs. Stairs are this way. Three, 7, 1, nope, 1, 6. Next 3 decades, where will we be in 2050? There was once a time when we believed that the world would become a monolithic nation state, a kind of United States of Earth, brought together under the global aegis of a super governmental body, but now that prediction seems quaint and hackneyed. The reality is that we live in an era where sovereign nations and the formal governments of countries are little more than lines of demarcation upon the world's maps. More and more citizens of the world lend their loyalty not to a flag, but to the only true transnational entities that still thrive: corporations. We thus foresee a time when people will be citizens of their employer's nation rather than Chinese, French, Canadian, etc. And in this world, what we have thought of as traditional nation complexes, such as America, will fragment in order to find their own equilibrium. Frank Pritchard wrote, "It has come to my attention that neuropozyne has been disappearing from the lab, usually on nights when you were working late. Care to explain this?" Excuse me. What exactly are you accusing me of, Frank? Yes, I have taken quantities of neuropozyne out of the lab. It's part of my research, but I have also logged each and every drop used and placed all unused supplies back in the freezer before leaving. And I was not the only one working late those nights. Talk to Brugger. He'll verify it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not accusing anyone, but as Sarif's security chief, it's my responsibility to stay on top of things. Whatever Megan's team was on to at that patient X strand is simply amazing. I ran the test 3 times just to be sure, and none of the usual rejection markers are present. After 8 weeks without neuropozyne, this is unheard of. Well, listen, I gotta take off, but you have got to see the results for yourself. Come to my office, room 32. If by chance the door is locked, 9642 will get you in. Recruitment efforts. Hello all. Management realize that you have all been working long hours and drive to fulfill outstanding contracts. We recognize your increased effort and we thank you for your unswerving dedication to getting the job done with pride. Yeah, we've read that one. Good morning, everyone. I know most of you are still reeling from what happened, and we've read that one as well. Okay. Next room. Shit, what room was it? 3-2? 3-2. Do. 3-2. 3-1. Where's 3-2? 3-3. 3-5, 3-2 must be the other side. Nine, 6, 4, 2. An event. We might need to check that out. Tomorrow's Man, the Hugh Darrow story. Darrow's father, Sir Martin Darrow, media mogul and founder of Picus Communications, enrolled him in the prestigious Gathcliff School and later the Stowe School. A natural athlete, Hugh was the captain of football, rugby union and cricket teams, but beyond these sports he found school to be boring and unchallenging and opted not to enroll in college after graduation. His personal interests in designing and building computer-controlled mechanical devices, a crude robot at the age 10, a makeshift robotics lab at 16, finally led him to the world's first Robot Wars competition in 1994. He failed to win, but while discussing design ideas with other robotics experts at the competition, he heard about human motion studies being carried out at Stanford University, aimed at designing better prosthetic devices for amputees. Darrow extended his stay in the US to meet with several mechatronic researchers. Yeah. Biomatrix Composite 1 created using OR7 biochip design, which in turn uses the P-dot cluster array originally developed by Darrow Industries. Biomatrix Composite 2 was created using the X1 biochip design, which uses the P-dot cluster array developed by M. Reed et al. And incorporates the mutagenic chemical composition first revealed in her Patient X study. Tissue samples taken from both composites were tested every 7 days for rejection markers routinely associated with the onset of DDS, Darrow Deficiency Syndrome. Observations within 3 weeks of testing Composite 1 exhibited low levels of cytotoxic M and DDSY enzymes commonly associated with the onset of rejection syndrome. The quantity of these enzymes increased as expected, with 20 cc of neuropozyne being administered in week 5 to break down glial tissue buildup around the biochip cluster. Composite 2, on the other hand, showed no sign of either enzyme appearing until week 6. At this point, trace levels of CM were detected but disappeared in subsequent weeks. This leads me to hypothesize that the enzymes were actually a byproduct of the formation of newly extruded neural tissue compatible with the original matrix forming around P-dot cluster. Additional tests must be conducted to confirm this. Luckily, David informs me that new tissue from Patient X has become available in recent months. Okay. Oh, we don't. Hold on. Disconnect. Eclipse. Eclipse. Andrea, you gotta tell me what the hell was that the other night. First of all, I had no clue you were interested, and no idea you were still in the lab. But when I went to put the extra no-pause away and caught you reaching into the freezer, well, needless to say, it was a very pleasant surprise. Thank God Rossellini didn't walk in on us. I guess I'm just full of surprises. As you are no doubt aware, terrorism was on the rise in the city. We in the IT department are working day and night to keep this company safe from outside attack, but you are making the job harder every time you fail to follow the most basic of network security rules, which is why I must now remind all of you to lock your computer screen from the moment you step away. Change your password every 6 weeks, in keeping with network protocols. Never write down your password or give it to anyone else unless he has system administration authority. Surf the internet only when you are in the safety and comfort of your own home. Simple rules, people. Let's try to follow them. Sure, simples. Where does this bring us? Go. Andrea, greetings. Shine Ferret. Nuclear Snake's got an assignment for you. It's come to my attention that someone has been stealing neuropozyne around here for quite a while. You know that stuff costs a fortune, so I suspect someone is selling it on the black market. We need to get to the bottom of this and bring it to David before Jensen does. Feeling up to a little late-night detective work, I've got an Intellicam that's rigged to record while it's inside the lab's freezer, but it'll look strange if I get caught in there placing it. You, on the other hand, are always full of surprises. You up for it? Andre, you gotta tell me. Yes. It's come to my attention that many of you are logging overtime hours as we continue to work hard to meet deadlines. Because of this, I would like to remind everyone about Sarif Industries' overtime policies. For anyone exceeding 8 hours of work in a single workday or 40 hours of work in a regular work week, you are entitled by law to 1 1/2 times your regular rate of pay for all overtime hours worked. But we'd like to consider an alternate option. A 1-for-1 exchange of overtime pay for paid vacation hours once project deadlines have been reached. Please inform your unit supervisor which option you prefer no later than Friday 11 a.m. If we do not hear from you, we will assume the second option applies. Cheeky. Thank you for your time and dedication to keeping Sarif Industries alive. The Bell Tower Way. Bell Tower Group provides a maximum spectrum private military security solution for every need. The company was incorporated in 1997, beginning life as a security consultancy and close protection bodyguard agency. Currently with offices in Afghanistan, Bahrain, China, Iraq, Kenya, India, and the United States. Our headquarters in England is a hardened skyscraper with all the capabilities of a military base. Situated in London Sink, an area of reclaimed land close to the River Thames. Other key facilities include a maritime base in the US Gulf Coast and a training facility in Bangalore, India. Bell Tower's services are tailored for international clients, including governments, international agencies, and the corporate sector. It is also a registered and active UN contractor. We provide specialist security and risk management solutions to counter extreme threats, along with exfiltration, K&R, threat neutrality operations, and quick react symphonic defenses. Alrighty, let's go back. I assume, best to leave where I came in instead of peering out of a room I didn't go into, yeah? Alright, so we are going to go to S2.
This whole thing just brings back bad memories. I love working here, but it's hard knowing that in any second...
God, I can't talk about it. What if another bunch of radicals burst through the door like right now and start shooting?
The objective screen details your current missions and objectives. In here, you can find extra information that may help you better understand what needs to be done. Missions can be activated or deactivated, depending on if you want them to appear in your radar or not. Deactivated missions can still be completed.
Let us... Inactive. Okay, let's activate side quest.
Mrs. Reed?
Oh, Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
They did what they had to do to save me. I do what I have to do, augmented or not. I never asked for this. I don't know. He is working here. He wouldn't necessarily be against this stuff. Say, let's just be optimistic here.
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. I can see why she loved you. Not even that degree of mechanical modification could change what she saw in you. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
I will, but let's, reward. Nah. Let's just do it.
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
Okay, so S2, S3.
You believe it? We had the place surrounded, and we were ordered to hang back. Since when did we take orders from David Sarah? Maybe there was some hazardous material they were worried about. More like there was something illegal and they wanted to rent a cop to get rid of. We should have never let that guy in. No argument there. I can't see how things could have turned out any worse, given the number of civilian casualties there were.
Hey, guys. Right here. I feel bad enough as it is. Don't need to rub it in. Yeah, so... Let's... Ooh. Trouble loading some stuff in, I guess. Let's check this map. So this is S3, S2 is there, so we need to go this direction. We also need to go here, which is our main mission. And then over here is also the main mission. Let's leave it at that for today. Cool. So, I don't remember this. I keep saying that. I don't remember. I'll have to stop saying that. But anyway, thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I look forward to more to come and to where this is going. If you have enjoyed it, do the thing, and we'll catch you next time. All the best.